In Kosovo's capital, Pristina, authorities handed over the remains of 28 recently identified war victims to their families. The bodies were those of Kosovo Albanians killed during the 1998-99 conflict. They were exhumed last year from a mass grave in Raska, Serbia, and identified through DNA analysis. Families are still searching for more than 1,600 victims of Kosovo's conflict with Serbia who remain unaccounted for. In the Afghan capital Kabul, a government-appointed commission announced the results of its probe into the mob killing of a young woman last month. The investigators said there was no evidence that the victim, named Farkhunda, had burned a copy of the Quran, as some of her attackers had claimed. Members of the commission called for the perpetrators to be tried and punished in accordance with Afghan law. In the Iraqi city of Kirkuk, displaced people have begun returning to their homes in areas retaken by Iraqi forces. Thousands were displaced from the Al-Alam area near Tikrit when it was captured by Islamic State militants 9 months ago. Iraqi forces this week declared victory over Islamic State fighters in Tikrit and its surroundings, allowing displaced people to start returning. In Peshawar, northwest Pakistan, government employees protested against plans to privatise their positions. The protesters are employees of the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa Province Department of Infrastructure and Development. They warned that the privatisation plans would cost hundreds of jobs. Kyrgyz government officials gave blood at a medical centre in the capital Bishkek in an effort to motivate other citizens to become blood donors. The Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Social Care both took part in the blood drive. Medical professionals are promoting April as the national month of blood donations to try to reverse a decline in the number of donors. In the Tajik capital Dushanbe, the Interior Ministry led a seminar on efforts to combat rising extremism among young Tajiks. Some 400 young people from across the country took part in the conference. Tajik Interior Minister Ramazan Rahimzoda said that the number of young Tajiks joining extremist groups had soared in the past 2 years, including an estimated 200 Tajiks fighting in Syria. And in Belgrade, activists carried a giant rubber duck to the front of the Serbian Parliament building. The protest under the slogan "Don't Drown Belgrade" was held to show opposition to a massive construction project called the Belgrade Waterfront that's expected to transform the city. Protesters say the $3 billion project was drafted without public debate or respect for development plans. Police ordered the protesters to leave and take their duck with them. And that's the video roundup from Radio Free Europe, Radio Liberty.